Hey, and welcome to episode 1. So, this channel is about all things health. So, with regards to your health, when you think about the health that you would like to have or that you want to have, does it make you think that it's going to be hard work to get it? Because here's the thing, generally, for the most of us, we are taught as young children that whatever that we want to have, it takes hard work to have it. And then even as an adult, you have to work hard in order to make more money. You have to work for 40 hours a week for 40 years before you get the life that you want. We are generally taught that we have to work hard, even at school. If you work hard and you put in the work, you'll get the results that you're looking for. So, is that what you've been taught? But here's the thing, that actually, that isn't how it has to be. It can be really, really easy. So how is that, you might be asking? So have you heard of the path of least resistance? Because hard work is the path of a fighter, the path of the most resistance. If you think about something that you want, and that could be anything, but let's go on the basis of it's around your health. So you are currently here and you want to be over here. And when you think about the steps that you need to take to get from this point to this point, then oftentimes struggle comes to mind, hard work comes to mind. It's going to be difficult. I need to be motivated. I need to do things that I don't want to do that are going to take me there. And therein lies the thing. If it's something that you don't want to do, then it's really, really difficult to get the motivation to actually do the thing that's going to get you there. And if you think about somebody who is overweight and they go on a diet, before they've even gone on it, it's like, right, this is going to be difficult. I need to starve myself. I need to eat foods that I don't want to eat. I need to do things that I don't want to do. I need to go to the gym. I need to do, I must do, I have to do all of these things that I really would rather not be doing in order to get from this point to this point. Is that you? So what I teach people, or what I teach my clients, is the path of least resistance. So what is the path of least resistance? The path of least resistance makes it so much easier. You will just flow from point A to point B, and the easiest possible route to get there. So how do you do that? Well, if I was to ask you why do you want to lose weight? The chances are it will be because you want to feel a certain way about yourself. So how is it? How do you want to feel? So please, by all means, pause the video, go and get some paper and pen and write down, how is it that you think that you will feel when you actually get the result that you want? Because generally, the reason why we want something is because what we think that we're going to gain from it. So either how we're going to feel, what we're going to have. So how will you feel if you have the health and the body that you want? Now, here's the next thing. Why do you have to be a certain way in order to feel like that? Why can you not choose to feel like that right now, today, instantly? Instead, what we tend to do is we put conditions on everything. So I can only feel this, I can only be this if I do something. But why? And here's the thing, especially when it comes to weight and weight loss. If you are on the path of A to B and the path of the most resistance, then the condition is I have to go through all of this pain in order to get to there. And in going through that pain, it then is a struggle, because when we feel uncomfortable, we will then do something to distract ourselves. Now, that might be comfort eating, could be drinking, maybe smoking. It could be watching box sets on the TV for hours and hours on end and not moving. It could be throwing yourself in work. It will be throwing yourself at something that then distracts you from where it is that how it is that you want to feel, who it is that you want to be. And it makes us feel bad if we're not going there, and then we beat ourselves up. Well, I really should have done this and I haven't. And then you feel bad. The fact that you feel bad, you'll then go back to the distraction, be it the comfort eating, the comfort drinking, the comfort smoking, the comfort TV, the comfort whatever it is, to take away that uncomfortable feeling. So if you actually step into the end result and you allow yourself to feel that way right now, and that is a choice that you have, then actually taking those steps becomes easier. You will flow into it. You will gain momentum. You will be happier. You will be happier within yourself. You will step into the person that you want to be. When you are that person that you want to be and you are happy, you no longer need to go and distract yourself, because you already are it. And then you will actually take inspired action. And that doesn't mean inspired to eat salad, inspired to starve yourself. Inspired, sustainable action that will actually then allow you to lose the weight. So why listen to me? I was overweight. 25 years ago, I was unhappy. I was in an unhappy relationship. I comfort ate because it felt uncomfortable. I was unhappy in that relationship. I was unhappy in my body. I was unhappy with my life. When I got out of that relationship and I found peace of mind and happiness, the weight actually came off all on its own. And I didn't actually realise how this had happened. It wasn't until many years later of actually doing this same thing for somebody else and then just seeing their weight come off that I started to question, well, how did that happen? And I do believe that the actual secret to it is your mind, because our mind and our bodies are connected. And we all have a set of beliefs that we have grown up with, just like the working hard. Now, it could well be that if you are overweight, maybe you have grown up with the belief that it is in your DNA, or maybe you're big boned, or any other reason as to why you are at the weight that you're at. And here's the thing, is while you believe in these reasons, that is the very thing that is actually stopping you from having the life that you want. And that may be an uncomfortable truth to hear, but you are in control. You have got the power to do something about it. And when you let go of these reasons why you can't have it, as uncomfortable as that might feel, to think, no, I am creating this, me, nobody else, me, in holding on to these, for want of a better word, excuses, I'm stopping myself from having the very thing that I want. However, when you get past that uncomfortableness, what you will realize is that now you have the full power within you to have the very thing that you want. And oftentimes we put our faith, if you like, in external things, whether they be weight loss pills, the next best diet that comes out, maybe surgery, bariatric surgery. We put our faith in all of these things that are external to us, which again, if they don't work, it gives us an excuse outside of ourselves. But the thing is, the power is within you to make the changes that you want. And if you don't actually believe me on what I'm saying, there are two things I would say. One, have you already got an uncomfortable feeling that's showing up? And the chances are that will be your subconscious mind that has got all of these beliefs that is being triggered. But somewhere within you, there will be an actual higher consciousness, if you like, that actually is believing what I'm saying, that is saying this is actually possible, that this is the very thing that's been holding me back. So therefore, the other thing is there is a psychologist called Ellen Langer. She's actually in her 70s now, and she was an American psychologist, and she's done many, many studies about the correlation between our mind, our thoughts, our feelings, and our bodies. And with one of the studies that she did was with chambermaids within a hotel in America. And she took a group of women and she divided them into two groups. The controlled group was told to think of when they are cleaning within the hotel, and they're going and they're cleaning the rooms and they're doing just their everyday job, to actually think of that as exercise. I am exercising, I am doing exercise every single day. And this was way before NEAT, which I can't actually remember now what the initials stand for, NEAT. But there is actually a thing that is NEAT, which is just about moving your body. It isn't about going to the gym and doing all these things. It's just about moving your body. And the second group, just carried on working as they were. They weren't told anything. And these ladies were all measured obviously for their weight, height, various different measurements to actually measure obviously how well this study worked. And at the end of the study, the group of women that were thinking this is exercise and had this mindset that, right, I am working, but actually while I'm working and I'm cleaning, this is actually exercising my body, without any other changes, without changing their diet, changing what they did outside of work, they actually all lost weight. This isn't the only study that she has done. She has done many, many studies on the mind and the body and how they actually are combined and how they work together, how our thoughts are, our body will fall into line with what our thoughts are. So as an example, if you believe that you will never get to the weight that you want, or that you can't get below a certain weight, then guess what? You won't get below that certain weight. So I hope that this has maybe opened your mind as to why your health goals have always been out of reach. And that is firstly because you are trying to become something that you currently are not. And the journey to get from where you aren't to where you want to be is a journey of hard work, because that's what we've predominantly all been taught. And by stepping into how you will feel when you are at the health that you want, it will be so much easier to get there. And as I said, ultimately, the power is within you. Even if you don't believe that, I 100% believe that, and I know that to be true. It is within you to have the health that you want. And let's face it, the healthcare system is broken. I work within the healthcare system, and I know, I can see it every single day, that it most certainly is not perfect. I think we would all agree on that. So before you go and grab the next fad diet, the next magic weight loss pill, before you go ahead and you put your name down, you go to the doctors to be referred for surgery, ask yourself, what can I do? What can I do to take responsibility for my own health? What can I do myself to already make the changes to actually work alongside maybe the health service? I'm most certainly not telling anyone taking medication that you've been prescribed, but however, your mind is way more powerful than any external thing, way more powerful. And if you don't believe that that external thing is going to work, then guess what? It won't work anyway. That's how powerful your mind is. And if you want evidence of that, think about a placebo. So when trial drugs are given, some people are given a placebo. It's nothing but a sugar pill. But actually, there are people within those studies where it actually works. Where how is that a thing? Unless it was the power of the mind of the person believing in that pill that made it work. And of course, that is something that isn't really spoken about, to say it's actually the mind. It is actually the mind that is creating a healed, healthy body, more so than the pills may be. So if you found this interesting, please do subscribe and tune in for the next episode on how to get your health and your weight to where you want it.